1 to 4 family contract, paragraph 7G, environmental matters. The buyer is advised that the presence of wetlands, toxic substances, including asbestos and waste or other environmental hazards, or the presence of a threatened or endangered species or its habitat may affect the buyer's intended use of the property. If buyer is concerned about these matters, an addendum promulgated by TREC or required by the parties should be used. So this is just putting on notice that the buyer that there might be some things that will be detrimental to their use of the property. Now, in a residential subdivision on a lot, are we going to have wetlands or anything like that? No. Might there be asbestos siding? There might be, right? This is just putting them on notice that if they are concerned about those things, then they should ask the seller for the ability to do those inspections and terminate if they get results they don't like. This is the addendum, environmental assessment, threatened or endangered species and wetlands addendum. Environmental assessment, threatened endangered species, wetlands, that the buyer at the buyer's expense can do those inspections, hire somebody to do those inspections, and within a certain number of days, the buyer can terminate if they get results that show that there are threatened or endangered species, or there are wetlands, or there's some environmental issue with the property like asbestos or something. Okay, now in all my years, residential real estate, I've never had a buyer do that. But if you're buying acreage, or you just might have somebody who's hypersensitive, those might be some things that they want to do. Okay, so just make sure you understand what that means. And if a buyer asks, well, if those things concern them, pull up the addendum and say if they want to do any of this, right now they can. Make sure if they do want to go this route, you have enough days. It might, I don't know how long it takes. I've never done one of these, but an environmental assessment or a wetland assessment, I don't know, could that take 30, 60, 90 days? I don't know. Make sure they understand that before you go under contract.